The Belgian Pro League confirmed 25 of the country's biggest football clubs had voted unanimously in favor of exploring the possibility of establishing the BeneLiga. The BeneLiga would bring together the top Belgium and the Netherlands teams to form a new cross-border league. All these discussions have been kicking around since 2019 when 6 clubs from the Eredivisie and 5 from the Pro League discussed the possible merger and if it becomes a reality. The new league promises a higher quality, more competitive league, in doing so bringing more money through television and commercial revenue. So what would the BeneLiga look like? While all the details are not fully clear at this moment, it could resemble something like this. It would probably comprise of 18 clubs, 10 from the Netherlands and 8 from Belgium. Some of the top clubs in the Netherlands like Feyenoord, Ajax, PSV, Utrecht and Vitesse Arnhem could be some of the Dutch clubs interested in the formation of the BeneLiga. With Belgium clubs like Genk, Standard Liège, Anderlecht, Club Brugge. Meaning just 7 clubs which weren't part of the final negotiations would make the cut, determined, which could be calculated based upon results over the previous 5 seasons. With the exception that teams that are relegated would drop out of the BeneLiga and back into their respective national leagues, which would in effect then be classed as the second divisions in their respective countries. Champions League spots. Uncertainty over European places in the BeneLiga is less clear. The Eredivisie and Pro League currently possess 5 spots each, including 4 in total for the Champions League, but this number would likely change if and when a merger would take place. TV deals, set to finish. A key driver for this merger could coincide with the advent of the Dutch and Belgian leagues' current TV deals, which will expire at the end of 2024, which could see before 2025 top clubs calling for this merger. This, combined with Belgian Pro League CEO Pierre François, who stated that the primary aim is to form what he calls the 6th league in Europe, makes the possibility of change more and more likely. Pierre François, as do a number of others, believe the BeneLiga generate the kind of revenue that will bring Dutch and Belgian clubs closer to the Big Five and provide more of competitiveness needed for European competition. Over recent years, clubs from England, France, Spain, Italy and Germany are more dominant in the Champions League than they've ever been, as their leagues generate more revenue. The concept of a combined league between the leading clubs from these countries has been around since the mid-1990s, but has gained traction over the last 20 months, and in March 2021 further exploration received unanimous support from the Belgian Pro League clubs. The idea has been reinvigorated, with the aim of narrowing the financial and sporting gap to the Big Five European leagues, in the hope of becoming Europe's 6th competition. These examples highlight the proactive approach taken by some other European leagues to mitigate against the polarization evident both within domestic leagues and more broadly in European football, and to help address the financial instability that has been exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. What is clear in each case is that a collaborative, coordinated approach to discussions provides the best platform for meaningful change. As it stands now, the Eredivisie and Pro League, making around €80 million each in TV revenue per season. By comparison, Norwich Football Club alone made the equivalent of €98 million from Premier League television revenue in 2019-20, despite finishing bottom. A study by Deloitte last year found the BeneLiga could earn as much as €400 million a year, more than double what the 2 leagues currently earn combined. The European football market contracted by 13% in 2019-20, the first reduction since the global financial crisis and the Premier League experienced its first ever decline in revenue, according to a report from Deloitte called Riding the Challenge Annual Review of Football Finance 2021 Sports Business Group, July 2021. However, the fans are split. According to Statista, as of 2020, 47% of the respondents indicated to be in favor for a BeneLiga, whereas nearly just as many voted to be against a competition in which the Eredivisie and Belgian Jupiler Pro League are combined. The BeneLiga has been discussed for many years but recently got more media attention due to the feasibility research by Deloitte, which indicated the new league could have a potential significant value increase and generate higher revenues from television deals. Mind the gap, a lesson from English football. Let's not forget that when the English Premier League was formed, a lot of opposition was also going around before the change happened. Clearly, English football changed on the day, some say for the worse and some for the better. However, the fact remains things change. The need to evolve and regenerate is key for growth. In the coming period, talks will also be held with the other clubs that did not yet have a voice in this initiative. It should not make it harder for clubs left behind like we have seen with the English football pyramid. Revenue generating should also be made to work for the clubs that will be competing in the second division, giving them the opportunity of promotion and competing with a realistic chance of staying up. For the top clubs, everyone benefits. That's the idea. financially, but also sportingly. Top clubs play up to 5 times more top matches in the new Premier class of the Low Countries. Weekly games between teams such as Ajax, Anderlecht, PSV and Club Brugge ensure full stadiums, international attention and more challenges for talented players. The BeneLiga could also be beneficial for the smaller teams. This is because there are several professional competitions in which clubs compete against equal opponents. Although the plans for a new top league seem concrete, there are still many legal, financial, practical, emotional hurdles on the way. Initial reactions from supporter groups were not very positive. It will also take some time before clubs and associations make a decision. Moreover, UEFA still needs to be asked for permission if a new cross-border league is to take place. So tell us, what are your opinions about the BeneLiga?